Good morning, my fluffies. Welcome back to another video. Y'all, I'm so excited. Today I'm gonna take y'all on a little tour around the university and just get me a bottle of water just to quench my thirst. You know, your girl be thirsty. Summertime is getting hot. Let's go. Alright guys, so we're at the office of administration for Bethune Cookman University. Always hear good things about it. Always wanted to come here, but I ended up in Tallywally for FAMU. But yeah, I'm just gonna take a tour, check them out. Hopefully it's good. Make sure you go online to set up your tour. You could call them, or you can just go online and set it up yourself. Let's go. So we're heading off to the statue.
Here at the illustrious Bethune Cookman, I am a minor in English and psychology. I also do work study in the Office of Admissions, and I'm an English and math tutor on campus. And I'm also singing for inspirational gospel choir and Wildcat worship. So I'm around the campus a whole lot. And then we do have a shadow stage. She's becoming a brand ambassador. Oh, most of the president of the brand ambassadors too. But she's becoming
Oh, this is business.
They also offer jobs to the students here at this university, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University down the street, and Daytona State, so that they can work and move. It's pretty much freelance. Whenever they feel the need to, they can go and do that. Behind that building is the CCE, the Center for Civic Engagement. The CCE is the building where we do first where you're gonna go for check-ins. All right. So when you go to check-in, your mom is gonna tell you get up at 8 a.m. to be out there, or 6 a.m. to be out there by 7. Do not do that. Okay. I work in the admissions office. I do check-ins. Come at like 12 o'clock. That's the best time to come because nobody's there and you don't have to wait in a really long line. It's gonna be like 95 degrees outside. For some reason, during check-ins, it is smoldering hot outside, okay? And you just want to avoid that long line and everything like that. Also, when you come for check-ins, please make sure all your paperwork is done. It makes it move so much smoother when everything is done. Sorry, guys, but yeah, it makes it so much smoother when everything is done because you simply walk in, you give them your student ID, which you'll know before you come. They're gonna give you a paper.
Good. Look up there, the cameras. Like good quality. Where's everybody at?
So, if you turn around, that is our half a track. We do have track. We have every single sport here, so we do have track. But because we only have a half a track, our students do run here for the first 2 hours of practice, and then they go to Mainland High School, which is half a mile away from here. That's also where we recruit most of our track students from. They go over there and practice with the high school students. We sadly do not have a track, but although we do not have a track, we do still use that field. Our football team, we also do not practice out here.
Oh, girl.
We see them come out here occasionally, but they are never out here. You're gonna run from here to the beach at 4 in the morning and then to the Daytona Stadium, okay? And that's where y'all practice at, okay? They're gonna bust y'all back, but you have to run there, okay? For our track students, most of the time y'all run the campus, sometimes I might even run to the beach. Are you track student? Okay, most of the time I might run the campus or run to the beach. It really just depends on your coach and what they have going on that day. That's also a field that we use for like flag football. Like if you turn around, you can see students out there. If no one is out there, anyone is allowed to use that field. We'll do like kickball, we'll do water balloon fights, water gun fights, FaZe versus Bronson, tug of war. We have like a really large field day. Even though we look really, really grown, we're kids. We're really kids. So that's what we go to play at. And then this field right here is the home to the badminton and marching Wildcats. The fall semester, which is their band season is actually over. They're now on symphonic season, meaning that they do not they will not be out here. But during fall semester, while they are out here, you are allowed to come out and watch. People from the university and around the university actually come out to watch our band play and practice. It is a completely open practice. We just have 2 rules. Those 2 rules being: do not come out here with your friends being loud. You will get called out over the bullhorn by Dr. Wells. And do not come out here and record, because people do love to steal our material. We want to make sure that the first time that anyone that of importance sees it, they see it for the first time. Alright? So, also our mail tender. So, your mom or your dad want to send you like a little care package. I never recommend sending a care package. Just get a kid the money. It makes it so much easier. You know, they can go to Walmart, get what they want to get, not what you want them to get, and then boom, done. Alright? But if you do decide to send them something, this is the mail center. It is a one-stop shop print and mail center. You also can do, say, if you want to run for Miss Freshman, or you want to run for Miss Curve or Miss PBM, whatever have you, and you have to put out propaganda, you can go in here, print out your posters, and they're like, they give you a student discount, so I think they're like 5 for 10 or something like that, but they're very, very large, so you can hang them up. All right, they also have the little stick things you can stick in the ground too. So they're really, really easy. They're also very, very friendly in there too. Just don't get smart with them. They will get smart back. So, let's do that, all right? So we're gonna continue on. I'm gonna take you guys to the music annex. We're also gonna have a seat.
Oh, this the auditorium? So tiny.
I didn't have questions that were like straight out to the entire room, just in the room. Alright, so there was a question about like washing and drying. So washing and drying on every single floor. We do have suite style and communal style dorms. Bronson Conference, which is right across from the band is a all girls dorm. Bronson is cool, it's fine. The base is just like more modern, that's why I recommend base. House base, Bronson base. I also looked at Bronson too. Bronson was good. If you can't get in the base, Bronson was always the next best choice. But I always recommend base first because it's like the best on campus. Okay. And then on every single floor there is free washing and dry. You can bring your own soap powder. I never recommend the pods because for some reason they just like never dissolve all the way. So just get some detergent, all right? Like some not powder detergent, like liquid detergent. That's always the best. And make sure you set a timer because most students, not everybody's ready like you, not everybody's courteous like you, so they will take the stuff out depending on depending on how long it's left in there. So just make sure you're setting a timer, making sure that you clean out the lint trap too. Just make sure you clean out the lint trap after every single use of the dryer. Okay, that's just being crazy. If you make a spill, there are people that come around and clean up, but I mean, come on, you make a spill, it's not that hard, just to clean it up really quickly and then go about your day. I have swept and mopped in front of my own room before, okay? Just trying to be courteous to the staff, okay? As far as dorms go, we have suite style and then communal. So you are never allowed into girl phase or Bronson. You are never allowed into J-Blow or boy phase. If you are ever caught in because we do not allow opposite sex cohabitation. If you ever caught an opposite sex dorm, it is $1,000 fine every single time they come. And they're not gonna say they don't find you. You're gonna ask your name, your student ID, and then boom, when you come in for the spring semester and you get your mama, they're gonna be like, you have a balance. And your mom will be like, balance what? And it's gonna say what the balance is for. And you're gonna have to explain to your mom right in the day, and she's mad, hot, hungry, tired, sweating. Way ahead of time. It's not cool, it's not cute, you don't wanna do that, alright?
So they're not allowed to go visit, or is it just when they come over to spend the night?
You know, they're not even allowed to go visit. They're not allowed to like enter each other's rooms. You probably can't, depending on who like the LLC of the building is. I had Miss D and Faze, they wasn't even allowed past the door. Like you can carry, like if you ever decide you're gonna be courteous, be a gentleman, you can carry someone's groceries from the little bar area that's in front of Faze to Faze door. That's it. That's it. They normally do not allow you to go like upstairs and things like that. Please do not think that because they know something. I'm trying to say, I'm telling y'all, okay? We've had multiple people think they're gonna be sick and kick somebody in like in little push carts, and
Push cart.
they put them in a push cart. They're crazy. It's never that serious. You know what you can? You can go to the library and meet with this little boy. You go. There's be a quad in front of like all the freshman dorms. You can like look at it. We have a union, the classrooms. You can have the classrooms open. Like there's ways to get around it. People just it don't have no sense. So we've had people come over like the intercom in the dorm. Hey. I know he's up there, go ahead and let him down. We have cameras. So like they watched them put them in the push cart and they pushed them upstairs. Thinking they would slip, y'all not slip. But also, my class messed it up for everybody. I'm so sorry. They don't know how to act and you all have curfew. 11 o'clock curfew for your entire first semester, and it's supposed to be for your entire first 2 years of high school, excuse me. It's supposed to be for like just the first 2 weeks, but my class did not abide by those rules, therefore we had a curfew about my entire freshman year. The curfew is 11 o'clock. It's not super bad. The only thing is that like, you know, the parties don't start drunk. It's like 11 o'clock. You know, and when they come over the thing and they're like, so who's going home for curfew? And you're like, me, I'm like, I'm home for curfew. They walk you out, like it's a whole thing, all right, it's a whole thing. Also, never drop y'all plates in the cafeteria because they will clap. It's embarrassing, okay? My best friend did it and they literally looked the whole cafeteria off, looked at her and gave her a round of applause, okay? Anything else? If you ever like come in contact with a seatmate or a roommate that is just not like, she doesn't fit your status quo, like she's 30, he's 30, they're very disrespectful, bringing people in all hours of the night. I'm just saying, I be tired, I go to sleep at 8 o'clock. So, you know, if you ever have a situation with that, you speak to them first respectfully. There's always a way to speak to someone disrespectfully but politely with a smile, okay? And then you speak to them first. If they do not listen to you, then that's when you take it to your RA. Yes.
I have a quick question about the curfew thing. If they have a job, and say for instance, because I know there's times when he's worked before, and even with him being a high schooler, and his job might let him get off at 12:01 because, you know, he's got to do the cleanup for the next day or prep for the next day or whatever because he was on food service at the time. What is the arrangement for that? Because I'm sure all of y'all are not, some of y'all work past, I mean,
Yeah.
and what if he decided to do a third shift job like UPS or something?
Right. You can go to your RA and let them know like what you have going on, and then they'll set it up when you never get written up for that. But
Okay.
don't like abuse it, you know, like use it because you need to use it, not because you know you go out hang out with Sally Sue with them. Okay. Because they are really cool about it. Also, if you guys get cool with your RA lets you slip with anything. Like my RA when my first year was Delta, I don't live on campus anymore, but I used to. And my RA, my first year was Delta, so she would go to all the parties, you know, stroll, be out there strolling. And one night, I said, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna stay late and go home. And I was out there, and she turned her head, she told me, and I was like, oh my God, that's my RA, yeah. And she was like, so after she finished strolling, she walked up to me and said, where you been? It's 11 o'clock. You're supposed to be at home. And I'm like, yeah, so can I ride with you home? And I didn't get in trouble or anything because I was so cool with her. Also, I had a question about an air fryer. I had an air fryer. I had a rice cooker. And I had a kettle warmer. Okay? And the way I got around it is I took the top, like I had a kettle warmer that like this hat, so it was like a nightlight. My RA, I'm afraid of the dark, like in real life. So I took my RA and I was like, it's just a nightlight. And I would take the top of it off and sit it on top of my bunker. And then when she came to her room, she was on the light. And then as far as the RA, I would like the air fryer, I would make cookies at nighttime, like at like 7 o'clock. I don't know why I did that, because that's just so stupid. Like, man, I think about it, that was really dumb. But you know, like I would watch the movie and I wanted a snack. And so she came around, knocked on the door, and she's like, what are those cookies I smell? And I was like, do you smell cookies? Did you see the air fryer? She's like, no. I said, oh, you want one? See, that's how you go with your RA and then let you slide. Also, when she came around for room check, I didn't have it out and about. We have a thing around here, if they don't see it, out of sight, out of mind. For like air fryer stuff. Not like narcotics or like alcohol. You're gonna get in trouble for that too. We are smoke free and drug free campus, also alcohol free. So if they feel as if your hall ever smells like marijuana, and your RA lets you know twice, hey, your hall smells like weed, or you get that together. The third time is not gonna be a warning. They're gonna bring K9s around, like Daytona State Police Department gonna come around with K9s. They're gonna smell on the hallway, find a weed, the person that they catch with the weed. Even if it's your sweet mate and they just so happen to catch you with it, they're gonna lock you up. You are 18, you are eligible, you are an adult now. So you are allowed to get locked up for something you're wrong. Well, you're you can go by the side, come good as well. Okay? So just make sure that you're doing that. Also, fighting. You may have a roommate that ran into you. You went home and you had your mouth on a peanut butter and and she ate your last smucker. She or he ate your last smucker out the jar. And you like, I just had a taste and it's gone because she ate it, okay? She or he ate it. Then what you do is, instead of laying your hands on them like you want to, you don't do that. You simply say, hey, like what you got going on. Because if you ever decide that you're gonna fight, no matter if you think you're gonna go to the park or go off campus and fight and then come back, no. The school's gonna know, they're gonna run an email with a picture of you in the fight, and then they're gonna ask you to come to the registrar office and they're gonna dismiss you from the university. You will get expelled. It takes 4 years after that expulsion to get admitted into another university, and that's if they take you because you have that expulsion record. Okay, and it's never that serious. You also are an adult. You can't get locked up for assault. Just don't get locked up, y'all, please. Okay. We do also have an infirmary on campus. The infirmary on campus is for like if you need to get sick on campus. I get sinus infections very frequent. They can write me a prescription. I go to CVS, get a bill, and everything like that. What else? We We do have organizations on campus too. So if you decide that you want to do Divine Nine, which is really, really cool, then you do not tell anybody. You don't tell your mama, you don't tell your daddy, you don't tell your cousin, you don't tell your sweet mate, you don't tell your best friend you just met 4 weeks ago, but that's your homegirl for you don't tell none of them, okay? Because it can get back to that organization that you want to be part of it, and they will put you on a list in which you cannot join those organizations, okay? It's all about discretion, not just with those boards, but every other regular organization we have on campus that is not Divine Nine. We do have sister to sister and brother to brother, which are like sisterly and brotherly organizations that are close to Greek, just not with the same responsibilities that Greek have. When it comes down to plots, you'll see the plot when we go on the quad. They'll probably be out there because we're having like a winter fest or whatever on the quad today. So if you guys want to ever, like, you guys want to say, we are having something at 4 and then we're having something again at 7. You know, students, I'll be out there. I'll be out there. And we get, you know, come have a fun. I'll drop them off. Okay, I'll drop them off. Okay, but we are having something. So if you guys do want to come out for that, that's a great time. It's a great time for you to meet other people because people want to point on time and say, hey, I like those shoes. That's cute. Little French. Okay. So yes, but we do have things on the quad. You go to the Greek today. They do have plots on the quad. Please do not step on the plot. Never, ever, 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 ever step on the plot unless you are associated with that organization. The sidewalks are painted, and you can walk on the sidewalk because it's just a sidewalk. But once you go beyond those bricks, that is the ultimate sign of disrespect. It does not go down well. Okay. And unless, okay, say for instance your mama is a Delta, so you say I'm gonna go on the Delta plot. Well, I'm gonna go on the AKA plot. Please don't do that. That's another, no, we don't do that. The kind of girl actually sit on the Q block with someone with the AKA. Don't do that. Please don't do that. If they're gonna know you're a freshman, they're like, hey, you know, we don't do that. They're gonna give you a talk about like why you shouldn't do it, but like they see you do it again. They're not gonna be friendly the next time. So just don't do that. Okay, just don't do that. What else?
Meal plans, how does that work? Is that included with your tuition?
Yes.
You have to pay for a separate meal plan?
No, so you get 19 bucks a week. You get 3 on the weekend and 2 on the weekends. The 2 on the weekends is because we only do brunch and dinner on the weekends. But there are other like eateries on campus like Starbucks, which is it's like they call it station 1904, but it's Starbucks, okay? It's a grab and go station, so you can grab something in between classes. It's located right next to the library, and then we also have a thing called Wildcat Wings, which is like a wing place. They have like funnel cakes, like wings. They have sliders, stuff like that. So like just different places for us to grab food from. And then they're opening up now like another eatery in the TCE called the Wildcat Den. Apparently they had smoothies. I'm gonna go see this top. It seems like that would be a good idea. So we do have different things we're gonna be able to do on campus. We also have like Kinfolk and BC. What's BC? That. They have a Bethune grill down there as well. So you can go down there and then like I think you can get like a 6-piece wing for like $10 down there. So it's very affordable. And if you feel like homesick, I was feeling real homesick. And I went down there and got me some fried fish. It was delicious at the time, actually. It's pretty good. So there are things that you can do, as well as DoorDash and everything like that. If y'all go on DoorDash, please make sure that you get the right address. If you're in girl space, 675 Dr. Raymond Copperfield. If you're in boy space, 675 Dr. Raymond Copperfield, telling you what you want to fly. Because you do not want them to like put it like give it to somebody else. You will walk up and say it's their food, but then now you want to. Okay. Work study. They did a work study when y'all first get here. It's so simple to get a work study. You really just go to financial aid, like you look for a work study, you elect if you're eligible, and then you have a job. It's very, very simple. You don't do much. Never work in financial aid. Save your come over here to the admissions office. We don't do nothing. We don't do anything. I do my homework all day. That's what I do. There's why I have good grades. All day. Okay. An organization. Do not stay in your room. Okay. Like get out, network, meet people. Just say hello. People are so friendly. Like there's no compliment. You see it first, especially a girl. You see a girl. Hey girl, I like them shoes. And she gonna go, I like your shoes. And then boom. Like, I don't know how to put a boy thing. Hey, what's up, bro? Those are nice. And then he was like, hey bro, those are nice too. Then boom. Or you can join B2B over PBM. That's a great way to meet on campus. What else? We do have gay people here. We have a lot of them. Actually, we also got trans here as well. We respect them. Please not respect them. That's the greatest way to get shown. Okay, we stand them. We love them. We're here for them. Okay, we want to be as respectful as possible. When y'all come here, we do not have them very often. I haven't seen them this semester, but my first semester I did see a couple pregnant people walking around campus. We do offer condoms and birth control and contraception, everything underneath the sun in the infirmary. We also do offer STD, STI, AIDS exams, everything like that, once quarterly actually. And if you feel as though you've been, exposed to it, you can always go to the infirmary and what you have going on and do a test like that. Do not be ashamed of it. Go. Okay, nothing wrong with being safe. That's the end of that. That's very important stuff, guys. But yes. If you guys need help, we have tutors for every single subject. I'm a math tutor and an English tutor. My best friend is an English tutor. Y'all gonna see me on campus, okay? Hair gonna change, right? But I have a tattoo right here. It's gonna stay the same. Okay? Might get some more. Won't see them. Okay? So y'all will see me. Most of the time I look very angry, but I'm very friendly, I promise. I promise. So if y'all do see me, y'all need help, please do reach out to me. I'm very, very helpful. I'll help y'all out. Okay? Most people on campus just want to be helpful. When you first get here, you're not going to know the abbreviations of doing it at all. I had to walk up on like 6 people. But everybody, all 6 of them were very helpful. Okay? So don't be afraid to walk up, hey, who's saying this? No, you see them freshman. Like, I don't look bad. Like, come on. So, there's ways to go about that. Okay? You have anything you want to share?
About the dorms. So this is my second semester. I had a very tough time with my roommates, just because, like she said, everybody is not raised the same. So what I would like to say, when you come here, be very open-minded of the different personalities and different personality traits, because I almost got inflicted with 2 of my last roommates, and now I'm in a room by myself. But it was very tough. So yeah, before you come here, just be open-minded of the different people.
But that doesn't mean you allow them to be dirty though. Okay? My mama didn't teach them how to clean behind the toilet. Okay? Your mama did though. So make sure that you clean up. But you can always do a cleaning schedule when it comes down to your roommates, your suite mates. Y'all do have to share a bathroom unless you less likely to get RN. Okay? So you will have to share a bathroom. I never had a situation. No, my first group of suite mates, I had a situation with them, and I politely told them we need to have a suite mate meeting because I'm not like that. We not doing that. Yes, sir. No. Just you can respectfully, but disrespectfully talk to people all the time. Make people to smile in your face. That's how you deal with it. Okay? Freshmen are not allowed to have cars either. So if you have a car, you can leave it at home. That's what I'm supposed to tell you. And we're getting around that too. Okay. You can always park your car, and then this is going to be parking lot. The parking lot you guys actually came into, you can always park your car over there. You can also park your car over like the middle one too. So like when you walk out of here, there's like parking over there, like right in front of the middle room and like the maintenance office. Okay, you're good. Anything else? You guys have any questions?
2 questions. 1, about class sizes. What's the largest class size you have here? And 2, what is the, I ain't gonna say crime rate because that sounds bad, but what is the rate of, stuff getting stolen or that kind of thing? Since you're saying park somewhere else without your car.
That's because you have to have a parking pass.
No, I mean, I know, but I'm saying, like, if they do park over there,
Oh, no, you
no
can
gate, no nothing, like, what's the possibility of it getting stolen? Like, do it get stolen often, key, that kind of thing?
No.
And 2, or booby, because I know that's another thing. And then 2, what's the largest class size that?
Okay, so class size, because I'm a nursing major, I see like a lot of people. So I'm gonna say like, my largest class, I had 110 students in the class. That's because it was a lecture. It was like lecture style, but like my others, like my anatomy and physiology class, we had a lecture and a lab. So the lab was like 15 people. I would say the largest, it would go for like a lab or like a lab class. Like a very intimate class was like 25. A lecture though can be like very, very large. But even if you're like in the lecture and you don't understand what's going on, you can always go to your professor at the end. And I have all my professors' phone numbers. They're very, very friendly. They will help you out. They will point you in the direction of a tutor. They want to help you. They want you to succeed. They want you to get out of their class. Okay? So they're going to help you as much as they possibly can to be able to succeed in your class. Also, if you need help, never be afraid to ask a question. No matter if it's 1,000 kids in here. You in there paying your money. So, hey, I don't understand this. Can you go back? Because they'll ask, like, does anyone understand? Do you have, like, you may feel a little shy. Your heart going to be racing. You know, to ask the question, but somebody else in there needs the question asked too, and they're too scared to ask it. Do not be afraid to ask. When it comes down to lectures or even labs, your professor's going to put a PowerPoint up on the screen. Never, ever, ever write down the PowerPoint. Don't do that, because you have the PowerPoint all times on your campus. What you want to do is you want to write down exactly what your professor is saying. Cornell notes are the best kind of notes. You split the page in half. You put, like, say, for instance, talking about vegetables on this side, everything they say about vegetables on this side. Okay, that's the best way to like keep up with your notes. Colored notes too really help, especially because color, when your brain sees color, it associates with memorizing it, so it's like remember every color that you use. So that's a great way to study too. As far as like crime and stuff like that, we don't really have a whole bunch of issues like that. As long as like I've left my car unlocked and came back and it was just fine. Like it was just fine. And the only way you'll get a ticket or something like that is if you park in, because they are freshmen, they're not allowed to have cars, so they need a parking pass. And also to park over there because you can have it without a parking pass. They won't tell you if you're a ticket or anything like that. The admissions office is the best place to park though. They really don't. I park my car over there every single day for like 10 hours a day. I've never had an issue or anything like that. Also, when I come to like little meetings or whatever on campus, like the parties and stuff like that, I'll park my car over there. Like tonight at 7 o'clock, I'm parking my car over there, and I'm gonna walk to the quad, and then I'm gonna come back. It's gonna be completely fine. You have no issues. You will never have an issue with somebody towing your car unless you mess with a crazy little girl. Don't mess with her. She's crazy. She about to tell you. She told me she gonna hit. You thought she was playing. Okay, don't do that. Okay, don't do that. As far as your car and stuff like that, you will meet people who want to be your friend because you have a car. Don't be friends with people. And first group of friends are never going to be your actual friends. Okay, I promise you, they're not. I've had a lot of friends. Now I have a lot of associates. Okay, meet good people. You'll understand if they're good people because they'll vibe. Y'all vibe together. Make sure y'all don't have schoolwork. Y'all here for a reason. You don't want, because if you fail a semester, you can't get dismissed. You don't want to come back for a semester with your mama. Once again, she's hot, hungry, she's thirsty, she'd have been through the storm and standing outside, and then you go in there and they're like, oh, can you step over here for a second? You have to have a conversation with you. They let you know that you're about to be dismissed from the university. That's very embarrassing. Okay, you don't come here for like the games, like to have fun, but like you're here really for school. Okay, so yeah, make friends also within your major because study groups are great. Any questions? As soon as that housing thing opens, as soon as the portal opens, you'll receive an email after you pay your deposit. They get you have to work during the semester. I also recommend work study though because it takes $1,000 off your tuition. So that's what they do. Okay.
They let athletes work.
Yeah, if you want to, you just make sure that's right. Because y'all have practice like all day. So if you do have something, you need to make sure that it's flexible. The admissions office is a great place to be. I push the admissions office because it's a great place to work. They don't really bother us a whole lot. You'll see that the masters come in and out, but like we don't really bother y'all for real. Well, I work here, but they don't bother us for they bother me for the president. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like it's very chill. You can do your homework. They are very, very. Also, the people that work there are very good people to have. Like back pocket, they actually help me get off campus because I'm a sophomore, supposed to be on campus, but you know people. So network not only with the students you see, but the adults. Speak to everybody. You never know like who you're talking to. And the custodial people, they're very nice. Speak to them, because you might need the maintenance people to come down and fix your air, and then you was being nasty, so then they will take these sweet person to get it, okay? So just speak to everybody. Be very, very friendly with everybody. You come cool with your teachers, your professors, because you're going to see everybody again, okay? We recycle our professors like this. So you're going to see them again and again and again and again and again. You don't want to be that little girl or boy that was sitting back in front. You want to be that little girl or boy that was sitting in the front, so you can recommend you for an internship. We do internships around here with NASA. We do them with the FBI, Daytona State Police, and things like that. So you do have a lot of opportunities for internships. Halifax, Advent Hospital, the Mayo Clinic. The Mayo Clinic is actually not located here. It's located in Maryland. So you do have traveling opportunities. You do have study abroad. You go to Spain. They're supposed to be starting up again next semester. They stopped it because of COVID, but it should be coming back. So yes, we do have a lot of opportunities here. We want our students to receive as best as possible. We also want to make sure that when you're here, you have a great time. So we have like a lot of parties. But especially your schoolwork is done first for you at that party. Because I don't want to see y'all around here. Y'all talking about y'all canvas, y'all got 12 times. Well, I don't be at the party. But if I do decide to pop up one day and I see y'all and y'all got 12 times. Okay? Also, please give me as like a free coach I have on campus. I will help y'all out. Okay, I'm very, very friendly. Most of my friends.
So what is this now? Like almost summer this spring semester? Ain't nobody here. I could get it summertime.
Most of our students are just out here having fun, as you can see. We also have like a basketball game this weekend, actually, tomorrow. It's 4 p.m. So if y'all still here, you're welcome. You can go ahead and go to the box office and get tickets. The gymnasium is actually right there. Ready? We're gonna walk through here. I'm gonna take you guys over in front of the emblem. Do not step on the sign. Okay, please do not step on the emblem. Walk around it. We're gonna actually make a circle around it. Okay.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna step on it.
They know, they do not know. But if they do know, you'll see them like almost like this walking around it, okay? So, 1904, Hart, is the year that Dr. Mary Bethune came here and to Daytona Beach and founded the Institute for Negro Girls. All right. 1872 is when Cookman Institute was founded in Jacksonville, Florida. 1923 is when they all reached together and became Bethune-Cookman College. In 2007, on the Day of Love, we became Bethune-Cookman University. All right. Then you guys turn around, criminal justice majors, but most of your general education classes will literally be everywhere. So remember this, children. Okay. You can go in here also for African American history. African American history is a requirement here at Bethune-Cookman University, as well as understanding faith and freshman seminar. Those are graduation requirements. You cannot get around. This is where most of our dance orgs go to practice during the semester. At one point, Dr. Mary Bethune, we had that as a hospital on campus. It started off with 6 cots and went up to 21. Dr. Mary Bethune, up to 5 girls that she had, one of them had cancer. She was terminally ill, and she tried to take them to Halifax and Adler Hospital we use now. They just would not allow the little girl to be seen. They were being ignorant and belligerent about it because she was black. With that hospital, Dr. Mary Bethune was able to serve the Daytona Beach area. The financial aid building also was once a what is it called? A funeral home. There we go. A funeral home. All right. So through Dr. Mary Bethune, she not only served us with school, but she also opened up a hospital and a funeral home for us to be able to put away our people and also get our people taken care of. CIT, also known as Center for Information Technology. Remember this good. Remember it real good. If you break your AirPods, if you break your phone, if you break your laptop, if you break your PS5, go in there. They will fix it for free. Okay. That's also where you can go to get an ID. Do not lose your ID because of how you eat. You swipe your ID for everything. At the start of the semester, you get 300 Wildcat bucks. They do not roll over. Use the entire $300, okay? And then every single semester, it'll re-up. So you get another 300, another 300, another 300. But it does not roll over. So you will not, say that you use 300 the first semester, you do not have $600 the next semester. You have 300, all right? Center for Information Technology is also the first building on campus. Excuse me. Oh, the train. But CIT is also the first building on campus. It's known as Fake Hall. It was burnt down by the KKK and then rebuilt as the Center for Information Technology. The unit you see behind me is Chapel. As a freshman, you will become, or even a transfer student, you will become very, very, very familiar with this building because chapel is a requirement. Excuse me. Chapel is on Sundays. You will be serenaded by none other than the Wildcat Worship, which I think is one of the best gospel choirs on campus. I'm a little biased, not saying for them. And then you also will have a word or sermon from either a student or a speaker that can relate to us. It's really like they give us a college sermon. I'm Methodist, so I'm used to slow organ playing in church. When I got here, it was completely different. It's very upbeat, very live. It's a lot of fun. It is on Sundays at 11 o'clock. It is a requirement for freshman seminar. So don't think you will get out of it because you got to sign in when you walk through the door. All right, this is also where our cashier's office is located in financial aid building as well. All righty, so we're going to go on to the quad. Remember what I told y'all. Not step on the blocks, okay? Come on.
The little white thing.
Let's stop here right here. Y'all turn around, y'all see the trees that are planted? Those are plots. You are not allowed to step beyond the bricks. Please never, ever, ever step beyond the bricks. You see the sidewalks that are painted, you can't go on the sidewalks, but never go through the bricks. Okay? That is very disrespectful. It can get a little crazy. All right? Please do not do that. Continue down. This is also our squad. So this is where our students come out. You see we have students out here that are they're playing games, doing homework. If you don't want to study in your room and you don't want to go to the library, you kind of want fresh air, this is where they come. Okay? So that's it.
Scared to step on anything. I don't know what I can or cannot step on. Oh, they got a little Jamaican thing. Oh man, look like they were cooking. Shoosh. I wish I wasn't. I did 4 years of college. The whole college experience. I wanted to stay the freshman home. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything. And 2 years to live off campus. Yeah. Wow.
So, this is the back part of the quad. So back here we have the cast, and then right beside it we have the Wildcat wings. we have the Pilot Center. So Wildcat Wings is one of those places that's what you can use your $300 Wildcat bucks for. It's very affordable. It's like $10 for like wings, pizza, not pizza, wings, like sliders, burgers, whatever have you, whatever's tickling your fancy that day, you can go in there and get that. We also have the caf. So in the caf, it's buffet style. You can eat as much as you like. You also can bring like these little green like Tupperware boxes to take food to go. That's the best thing to do, especially if you're in between classes. And then we have the Pilot Center. This is the Student Center. Here on Bethune Cookman campus, we want to include everyone. Say for instance, your favorite color is purple, and you want to make a club for the color purple. Go in there, let an advisor know. If they will assign you an advisor, they also will patent your club. So that way you can now be known as the Color Purple Club on Bethune Cookman campus. Okay? So that's how most of our clubs here got started, in that exact building. That's also where our SGA e-board is. Also our Student Activity Board e-board is as well. If you decide you want to be a Student Activity Board, you literally will plan things like how today we're having student applaud. They plan that. Most of our events are completely student planned and student ready. Okay? We're going to continue on.
Are we gonna go in the student center and the caf and see what it looks like, or no?
No. The caf is actually closed right now.
Oh man.
Very, very small piece of all of her achievements that she's ever done in her entire life. Because she was best friends with Eleanor Roosevelt, she was able to be the advisor for other presidents, including the Roosevelts. She had powerful friends in powerful places. She was a little disrespectful though, okay? When it came out with letters and stuff like that. This woman had just got out of the hospital, and she told the lady, I know you're in the hospital, but you promised me $45, so can I get my $45? Okay, so Dr. Mary Bethune did everything for this institution. She would be outside, actually on the Ave, what we call the Ave now, selling pies and cakes to be able to keep the lights on for her girls. She was very, very dedicated. She was a phenomenal woman, and because of her, we can. She ran so we can walk. All right? If you guys ever want to take it, like, the house is closed, has been since I came here, but there is a little Scantron that you can scan on the door that'll give you a full tour of the house. We left everything in there the way that it is. It's closed down right now because of COVID and renovations and everything like that. And then we do have a couple people working in there too on the renovations and everything like that. They're also turning into a gift shop. But we left everything in there the same. All of her pots and pans, all of her house dresses, the dress, her famous dress, you have to still lay down on her bed in her room. Okay?
Alright guys, I forgot to end the vlog earlier, but hope you guys enjoyed this little tour. Now I'm at the Daytona Beach. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the university. Honestly, the tour could be more in depth. She gave a lot of information, but as far as seeing like the dorms that you might be staying at and stuff like that, the cafeteria where you'll be eating your food, I wish we was able to just see all that. But yeah, overall, it's not really a big university, but come check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Definitely come check out the beach. It's beautiful. Bye.